Like any skilled artisan, you, the video cameraman, must first and foremost know your tools. It's not our intention to influence your personal preference in equipment. It is our intention to keep pace with evolution of home video technology. So, keeping an eye to the future for these exclusive programs, VC2000 has specially designed its own prototype video camera with video recorder built into the camera chassis. Keep in mind, any video camera, when properly used, can give you exciting results, regardless of make or brand. Whatever camera you'll be using, the operational principles are pretty much the same. That's what your owner's manual is for. What we're after in this show is to turn your shooting into professional-looking video. The main purpose of the video camera is to turn the energy of light into an electronic signal. Light enters the camera lens from light reflected from the subject and strikes the video tube inside the camera. Now, up close, most high-quality cameras will provide a number of useful features, like a zoom lens, an automatic iris feature, a white balance control switch, an extendable boom microphone, and underneath, a threaded tripod mounting plate. Let's take a quick look at each of these features and see how, when properly used, they can give you professional-looking results. The zoom lens, truly a marvelous invention. It can give you a long shot, a medium shot, or close-up, all without changing your position or lenses. Here's how. First, zoom all the way in on your subject, as tight as you can get. Next, bring the focus in sharp. Now, your subject should be focused at any point in your zoom, from close-up to long shot. Keep in mind, the zoom lens is a good servant, but a bad master when overused. Our next camera feature is the automatic iris. It's measured in f-stops. Your automatic iris instantly adjusts your camera lens opening or aperture to let the proper amount of light into the camera. In a sense, it reads the light situation for you. Handy. Automatic iris. However, strong backlighted scenes can fool the auto iris. If your camera has a special backlight control, you can easily compensate for the problem. If not, you can manually override it. The next camera feature is white balance, a camera function that lets your camera reference itself as to how white should read under prevailing conditions, and thus put all colors in proper perspective. Here is how it works. Merely aim your camera at a white surface under the existing light and flip the switch. It will automatically preset all other color temperature settings in the camera to balance. Remember, you need to reset your white balance each time you change from one lighting environment to another, both inside and out. Two last quick features: the extendable boom microphone here on top and the threaded tripod mounting plate underneath. The mic gives sound in the shooting environment and in sync with the program. We get to that in depth later. It's the tripod mount that's key at the moment. With practice, you can set up and level a tripod inside 30 seconds. And man, is it worth it. A nice steady frame, a smooth, professional-looking move, and just as important, it keeps your arms and back from wearing out on an all-day shoot. When a tripod isn't convenient, snuggle up to whatever's handy. A fence, a tree, or your assistant. If you need to move and shoot, try for at least a 3-point support system. Your shoulder, your hand grip, and the side of your head. You'd be amazed at what you can get. A video camera is a truly beautiful thing, and for what you've paid, you ought to protect it.
Don't ever point your camera at the sun. Pow! Instant burn. It can cause permanent damage to your camera tube. Do always keep the lens cap on when your camera is not in use.
now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
There are various types of sounds that you will encounter in video production: dialogue, sound effects, wild or non-synchronous sound, and of course, music. The audio portions of your video recorder have excellent fidelity, so make use of them.
Sound. The succession of slight, rapid variations in air pressure that travel over a distance. Like a billiard ball, sound travels in a straight line until it hits something. The waves bounce off and continue in a straight line until they hit something else. Sound.
Sound waves are really variations in air pressure. These perfect ripples are picked up on a very sensitive transducer, or electronic eardrum, in a microphone. There, they're converted to electronic information, then relayed to the audio recording head in the camera recorder. The sound waves are transferred magnetically to the videotape and stored for playback by reversing the process we just went through. Not too much to it, really. If it is laid down right, good sound is clear and distinct. It doesn't sound like this. It has no fuzzy edges. There are no ragged sounds in it. Noises in the background are in their proper place. It's clean and sweet, and it's not that hard to get. The main cause of distortion or bad sound is simply overloading your system. Like people, machines have their limits. Know their limits, and you can control distortion. It all boils down to your recording volume. Sound professionals will tell you that the lower you keep your recording volume, the better. And that means keeping as close to your sound source as possible. When you start moving your mic away from your source, you're losing control and letting background sounds become louder and more obtrusive. Also, the type of sound you get partially depends on the type of microphone you use. Microphones are classified by the patterns in which they pick up sound. There are two kinds you'll be concerned with. This kind is called unidirectional. The unidirectional microphone is very selective. It gives you a pickup pattern of about 80 degrees. Sounds to the side and back are subdued. It's good for most general shooting situations you'll encounter. Unidirectional mics eliminate most unwanted extraneous sources that are present as you record. However, they oftentimes need to be close to the source and carefully aimed. Otherwise, the sound quality will deteriorate rapidly.
All right, players, lift the guns all the way up and out of the holders. Aim them down at the belly button on the bottom.
This is known as being off mic. If your situation requires a not-so-selective pickup pattern, you'll want to look at using an omnidirectional microphone. The omnidirectional microphone is not selective. It features a pickup pattern of 360 degrees. It lets you pick up sounds equally well from all directions. It can also be small and compact, typically used as a lavalier or wireless mic. Keep in mind, it's important to use the correct microphone and correct placement to ensure the best sound quality in any shooting application. Let's look at some examples.